Beautiful, man. I really enjoyed that. It's funny because when I first started doing the eye gaze, I started eye gazing with myself because I'm like above the thing. And I was like, hey, hang on a second. What are you doing? Get back down. I also forgot one practical thing, which is that I'm going to put a backup on QuickTime. Do you have a Apple computer?
I do, yeah.
Would you be able to do me a favor and
Yeah.
get an audio, like an audio stream going simultaneously and on QuickTime? Have you done that before?
Sure. No, I haven't, but I'm sure I could.
If you do audios in any other way, you can just do it in whatever way. But if you open QuickTime and then just go file new audio recording,
I'll do that.
That would be awesome as a backup. Because last time I didn't have a backup, and then I've created a backup solution that doesn't include, because I've got the speakers going into my ears. It won't hear you; it'll only hear me through the mic. So
yeah, whenever you want me to start recording, I can.
So just click so has it popped up with like a little mini black window?
Yeah.
The red thing.
Yeah.
So just click the little drop down next to it.
Yep.
And then it'll say like
Zoom audio device.
Sorry?
Is that what you want me to click? Zoom audio device?
Is that what you
for microphone?
Is that what your headphones are?
Don't know. My headphones, I mean, I'm assuming they're in the external microphone, but well, I don't know. Maybe it is picking up the Zoom audio device.
Maybe. You want to click that and then just click record and then click stop recording and then listen and see if it actually works.
Yeah, we can talk now. And I'll
talk now.
Let me see this. It might not be playing because
you can just go internal. Do you have a thing saying internal microphone?
It says external microphone.
External microphone.
Let me just try that as well.
Yeah. I think external microphone should be sweet.
It could be right. Yeah. So if we just talk now, we're speaking. Podcast starting. Yep.
Awesome. Perfect, man. I appreciate that. You can just press record whenever.
Oh, no problem. Can you make sure though? Let's just do that one more time, and can you speak as well to make sure that's working?
So it doesn't have to pick up mine because I've got mine through my end. This would just be last, like, because I've got a backup screen recording that'll get us our videos and my audio only, and that's just like the backup. It should work through Zoom. I've done like 400 Zoom recordings and it's never not worked other than our interview.
Telling you something.
I think it was saying that we should connect again.
I think so. That's not picking up your voice. It's only picking up mine.
That's great though.
That's cool. Okay. And it's very clear. Okay. No problem.
Perfect, man.
You just tell me when you want me to start.
Yeah, go for it. You can start now.
Cool. Started recording.
All right, man. Let's do another little mini eye gaze and then we'll get into it. I'm enjoying this. I feel like it's just a catch-up chat. Beautiful, man. So are you happy? Because I want to definitely pronounce Stefanos. Are you happy with Stefanos?
Yeah, Stefanos or Steph is fine. Yeah.
Stefanos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll call you Steph as a friend, but I want to introduce you properly so people know your full name.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Awesome. So welcome to the Grow with Ryan Magic show. I'm here with Stefanos Sifandos, who is a good friend of mine. We go way back. We've recently connected in again, and it has been super special. And I really appreciate you being here today, man.
Yeah, likewise, brother. Super excited.
So we did an interview a few weeks ago, which was really awesome. And Zoom got the first 45 minutes. And we started to get quite juicy around that mark for probably it was quite a long interview. And it actually got cut off in the actual recording afterwards. We've got a double backup now today. And I'm really pumped to ask you some more questions. So the wisdom that we went through in the last session will just be between you and me.
I love it.
So, man, the thing that I admire most about you is I admire a lot of things, but the thing I admire most is your devotion to being a beautiful contributor in your relationship. It's just plain and simply what I admire most. I think it shows so much about your character, and I really want to dive deep into some questions in that area. And I want to start with some kind of quick practical questions, because I know that in relationships behind closed doors stir up a lot of turbulence in pretty much every relationship. And I don't think we're ever really taught how to navigate that properly. You know, how do you respond in certain situations when you feel triggered? There's just so many different elements. So I'm going to rapid fire you some questions, and I know that's going to lead to a really cool discussion. So my first question, man, is that when you when you have something that you want to give in the way of feedback, or there's something that is you know, on your mind and it's causing you frustration internally, how do you guys go about approaching communication that could be around delicate topics or something that could potentially offend the other person?
Yeah. The first step is for us, we make sure that the other person has space to be able to hear it and receive it. And so that's as simple as saying, hey, I want to talk to you about something. Do you have space now? And if you don't have space now, when will you have space? And let's coordinate. You know, it may take, you can be really detailed and super structured, or super in a masculine energetic, and say it's going to take 20 to 25 minutes, or this is how long it's going to take. This is when my preference is to.
Here's an agenda.
Yeah, basically you can get really super structured, or you can be a little bit more fluid with it. But just asking that person, hey, really would just love to connect on something that's really important to me. That's a good way to frame it as well, because, you know, if you come in saying, hey, look, I want to talk about something that's really sensitive, and you sort of know they don't have time for another 3 hours, that could be stewing on that. So just say, hey, I want to talk about something that's really important. When do you have some space? And then they say, of course, now, or how long do you need? And you may say, I need an hour. Cool, 6 p.m. tonight, done. That works for me as well. Let's chat then. Let's connect then.
I feel like you guys are pretty next level in terms of your experience in relationships, and your level of groundedness and self-worth is really, really quite powerful.
It's important part, then self-worth part, because, you know, we don't have
most
that
of the
self-worth,
game.
we project. yeah.
Totally. But what happens if because if I was to bring that up and mention that with Danny, or she was to bring it up with me, just based on where I'm at the moment, I would be thinking, well, what is it? What do you want to talk? Like the stewing thing.
Yeah.
Do you ever drop any pre-frame? Is it not relevant for you to kind of pre-frame, you know, everything's all sweet, it's just something that I want to bring up to help further create connection in our relationship? Or
Well, Christine has had in the past tendency to worry a little bit. You know, it's just one of her patterns. It's nothing massively intense. Well, it can be intense, but nothing massively intense. She's really done a lot of deeper work around that and shifted through that. So I'm mindful of that, and I'm cognizant about. I mean, you've got to be cognizant of your partner's wounds or your partner's pain points. She's very cognizant of mine. She's very cognizant of how she communicates to me, the words that she uses, the body language, all of that. She's very deliberate and intentional with how she looks at me, where she places her hands, you know, and I'm the same with her as well.
Wow.
Do we have to pre-frame and preface? And that becomes natural, by the way. It seems like it's a lot of work, but it's really not. It's just being kind and compassionate with each other. You know, that's considerate. It's just being considerate of the other person.